Hello, look, I'm waving like a lunatic. I'm waving. Oh my god, it's crazy. Look, you guys need to watch this intro. There's only one intro that you're gonna watch. Make sure you watch this one, because I'm gonna explain the way this season's working, because a lot of you are confused. Hey everybody, and welcome to our first official Big Brother recap show of the season with Kevin from BB19, your favorite, my favorite. We have so much to get to on the show, but look, first and foremost, all the Big Brother live shows are going to be on the TV Co app, so make sure you guys download that from the App Store or the Google Play Store or whatever stores you're downloading apps from. Or if you don't have a tablet or a phone to watch on, you can go to yourrealityrecaps.com/tvco and watch in a browser. You just won't be able to chat. It's not as fun of it as an experience, so you really should be watching and interacting in the app. Now that's just where they're going to be live. After the fact, you will still be able to watch them in the TV Co app or over on our website, yourrealityrecaps.com/bb21. You can actually get to all of the stuff that we're doing for this season of Big Brother, which is so much, over on our BB21 page. We have the trash draft currently open for 2 more days. It closes on Sunday the 30th at 8 p.m. It is so much fun. You're literally just picking 6 house guests, and we tally all the trashy points for all the stuff that they do all season long for you, and at the end, you win prizes. 6 clicks. We do all the work all season. You get to watch your score go up and down, and it is a whole entire fun experience. So, yourrealityrecaps.com/trash draft, or you can get to it from our BB21 page. We also have the spoiler graphic there. A lot of people are always asking, who's nominated? Who won POV? There's a spoiler-free graphic right on our Big Brother page. You click on it, then it will pop up the spoiler graphic, which will reveal the current status of the house. You can also get to the flashback times. If you wanted to know when did that fight happen, it's on our flashback times page. Recap shows, blogs, podcasts, everything. yourrealityrecaps.com/bb21. You can get to it all from that page. Of course, you could tweet me at realityrecaps if you're confused or have any questions. If you want to help support our shows, consider getting the feeds from us, yourrealityrecaps.com/feeds. It is really a great way to help support us, or you could watch the feeds for free if you become a live feed updater at yourrealityrecaps.com/updaters. We could really use people for updaters late night, midnight Pacific time, till about 3. We could really use people. We could use people for all spots. So if you would love to be a YRR live feed updater, come join the YRR fam, fill out that form. You also win prizes all during the season for being an updater. We promote your Twitters, and it is a lot of fun. Also, people are asking, what's going on with You Now? Guys, we're not leaving You Now. We're still doing shows every single day on You Now. We are covering other reality TV shows over there, Amazing Race, Bravo shows, Survivor, John's cooking shows, the Hangout shows. We are doing shows over there every single night of the week. We have not gone anywhere, don't worry. It's just the Big Brother shows that will be exclusively live on the TV Co app. Now, if you would like to help support our shows financially so that we can keep bringing you more stuff, consider becoming a patron. yourrealityrecaps.com/patron. You get access to the patron-only Facebook group, prize giveaways, weekly shows just for patrons, and it is a great way to help support us. Or you can always do a one-time donation at yourrealityrecaps.com/PayPal. Some great free ways to help support our shows is if you have any Amazon shopping to do, yourrealityrecaps.com/Amazon, where you don't pay any more. We get a little bit back, and we can't thank you enough for all the people that use our Amazon link. You can click the links or the ads in the sidebar. Thumbs up and subscribe if you are watching on YouTube. Hit the bell so that you are notified. Leave a comment below. Leave a comment below on our website, or if you're listening in iTunes, a 5-star rating and a nice review is so helpful. Seriously, those free things, everyone, as well as make sure you're following us on all the social media networks, sharing our posts that you see on social media networks, telling your friends about the shows. That really is going to be what keeps our shows going past this summer. So I really hope that you guys will come out to live shows, share the shows, support us any way that you can, because it allows me to do stuff like say, now let's talk about the Big Brother cast and the premiere party, and I'm sure a whole bunch of other crazy shenanigans, because it's Kevin!
Okay.
Was
I supposed to respond right then?
Yes, Kevin.
Okay, do it again. I'm ready.
Okay, you ready, Kevin? Here we go. Ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Kevin, how you doing?
Eric, how are you, my friend? It's nice to see you again.
It is nice
One
to
of my
see...
favorite guys of all time.
It is nice to see you right now for the first time, Kevin.
It's nice to see you for the first time,
Eric. I want to talk about this Big Brother premiere, find out what you're thinking of these cast members, and how you just feel about, oh my god, a new Big Brother season in general. So, is there any cast member, like, is there anybody that's standing out to you that has made an impression on you so far? So let's say, do you love a Cliff? Do you love a David? Is there somebody in particular who you have really liked so far?
I like the kid who is the dancer on Broadway. Tommy's his name, right?
Tommy from Staten Island.
See, Eric, I'm on top of things. I got it right, Tommy. Right. But then again, I mean, other people's opinions is their opinion. He just seems to me that he can play the game. He made it on the first comp. He made it, and he was working with the girl who dated someone in his family. You know what I mean?
Right.
So he went off knowing he was going to be safe. So he seems to know what he's doing. Of course, always the guys, the muscle guys, and the stronger-looking guys think they're going to win everything. But as you can see, those competitions aren't as easy as you think. Look who came in the final two. The girl, the blonde girl, and the kid, Tommy, the dancer from the Broadway. And all the guys, the big, strong guys, they were falling off real easy.
They were falling off. Now, like you said, so one of the early things that we learned was that Tommy and Christine know each other. Now, look,
that's so wild, isn't it?
Not really. All of us Twitter people had this figured out forever ago. Before the show even aired, we knew that those two knew each other. Kevin and I were at the premiere party. I found out that, oh my god, I always forget his name. The DJ, but now he's a teacher. I know BB Boston and everybody in chat is going to tell me what his name is because it's right on the tip of my tongue and I forget it every single time. Alex, thank you. Alex from, I think, BB9. He had Tommy and Christine as dancers together.
Really? Oh, the guy who's doing the announcing?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, he's a good guy, man. Yeah. He's a good guy.
I love Alex. He is the best. So they were dancers. Good. They were dancers for him, but that is not as shocking as I think it was Brent from Rob Has a Podcast who said he's friends with somebody who's friends with Catherine, and apparently Catherine is also friends with somebody in the house, and it's been rumored that she leaked the names of other people pre-season so that they would be booted so that her friend could make it into the house, which was Holly, and Holly was her friend.
So how does it feel? How do you think it's fair when you get cast, and now you have all these individuals who go for the first time? Like I went to the Boston casting call just to go, show up. I was asked to show up and make an appearance and just to say hi to people, talk, hey, how you doing? Good luck. And, I mean, there had to be 400 or 500 people there. No one got cast. I mean, I don't understand. So, I mean, I'm not criticizing. God knows I don't want to criticize, but,
well, look,
I mean, it looks like everyone's in the same graduating class from Staten Island. That's all.
Well, we only got two Staten Island people and one Long
Well,
Island, and
you New York, New Jersey people, it's all mixed in as one. You know how it is.
I don't want to take credit for her, Kevin. I don't want to take credit for
Oh,
Nicole,
oh,
our Long Island girl. I mean, here's what I will say. I think this is just the one part that people don't understand. Same thing. Like, I am not defending the casting choice. I think we need older people. I think we need more ethnicities in there. A 1,000,000%. I think, though, what they do in their casting is they're trying to find what's going to create the most drama. Meaning, they might want to look for, like, two or three girls that really want to be in a showman. So then they find out what their dream guy is. Then they try and find, okay, nobody in casting meets all this criteria. There's nobody that's like looks like Aquaman and is also sporty and blah blah. So then they start looking on Instagram and then so my point is, I think
yeah.
in their defense, what they're trying to do is create these scenarios of let's have three girls fighting over this guy. Let's find, two people that
Like
want to.
like when you were in high school, when I was in high school, how the
Right.
girl they would fight over us, right? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%. I think it is just like that. But I mean, what do you think of Nicole, Kevin? I am interested to know what you think of
I
Nicole.
think she's pretty. I mean, she's pretty cool. She acts nerdy, but she watches it. She knows the game.
Uh huh.
She's a super fan. You know what I mean? And she's gonna play the nerdy role. So what they'll do is, oh, let's keep her around because she's not gonna cause any problems, and we can take her out whenever she's ready.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you, when they have the mental games and not the endurance games and things like that, watch out for her. She's gonna come on strong. I'm telling you. And I'm telling you, she.
So you think well, first of all, here's why I like her. I think she's just quirky enough to like be endearing to people. Like, I don't think she's quirky annoying. I think she's
Right. Exactly.
quirky
You
and
mean
gonna
me and you
be.
agree? We agree on something?
We are agreeing on her. Plus, she's from Long Island, so
Yeah,
I
well,
have
let me
to
make a phone call and tell these people that me and you agree on something. I
go
just
in.
want to tell everyone me and Rick are agreeing on something. It usually never happens. All right, I'll call you back.
Okay, well, you're going to want to tell them that now I'm going to have to disagree with you on everything, even if I agree going forward. That was your one agreement.
My phone was off, by the way. I just talked to nobody.
Did you, Kevin? Oh my
I
God,
talked to myself.
I wouldn't have known.
Yeah, I
What
know.
do you,
But I
what,
mean, no, I agree. I think she's gonna be. I think she's gonna be. I think she's gonna be make it towards the end. I think she'll be strong. I'm telling you, because right now, I don't. I have. I know you're gonna find this hard to believe, but I haven't watched many of the live feeds, so I don't know if they're pairing up to showmances already. You may want to let me in on that, but I. Go ahead. Are they?
yes and no. Yes and no. I mean, here's what I was going to say. I was going to say we're going to do not you and I, but I am going to be doing a live feed update show probably this weekend, which is going to fill everybody in on everything that's been happening
Well,
on the
call me
feeds.
so I can watch it, man, and I can stay updated, man. Call me and tell me when, and I'm like, Eric, I'm in there. I'm gonna watch it
All right,
because
well,
I watch
Kevin,
the shows, but it's hard for me to watch the live feed, man. I have like 7 daughters here. I just gotta get downstairs and there's live feeds.
I know,
You know what I mean?
just turn your live feeds on there. It's not
Yeah,
that
no shit, huh?
It's not that I don't want to talk to you about it now, Kevin. It's just I don't know if there's going to be people that don't want to necessarily be spoiled at the moment. So
Yeah.
we're living in the past, Kevin. Right now, you and I are
What
living
else
in the
is new? My
past.
life story. My life story.
So, do you have any thoughts on Catherine? Catherine, who supposedly worked to get other cast members out so that Holly could make it on this season?
Wow.
What,
Jesus.
what are your
No, maybe
thoughts?
she'll be a casting. She'll be working for casting before you know it. I don't know. I don't know. I think a lot of the show at the beginning is they start to feel each other out. So if she can get somebody in there that she knows and she played an integral part of that person coming on, that
Right.
person seems to owe her. So it's hard. Like here's, for example, my point. They've made the kid Jackson. He got to put 4 people up where to compete.
Uh huh.
So those 4 people are going to come after him no matter what. You know what I'm saying? But the other people are gonna feel like an alliance or allegiance to him, that he didn't put me up there. You know what I mean? I mean, unfortunately, I think he made a bad mistake. He put up like
Well,
he put up.
sure. I mean, let's start there, Kevin. All right. I was just trying to get your thoughts on some of the cast members, but let's jump into the show. Let's jump into the premiere so that
Okay, let's go right.
we can talk about it. So, I really think the first thing is everybody gets it. We've already met everybody. We have already talked about the cast. We don't have to go over then again that much what we think
Right.
about the cast and the people. The first real twist was kind of learning that Tommy and Christine knew each other. So,
Yeah.
do you think that will be exposed at some point, or do you think they're going to be able to keep that a secret?
Oh, I think they'll keep it a secret. Definitely keep it a secret. I think it may be towards the end. If they're going against each other towards the end, here's what happens. When you get down to the jury, everyone, they bring you in champagne. Hey, you made the jury. Everyone's happy. But then when you start getting down to 6, everything starts breaking up. You know what I mean? And everyone who liked each other doesn't like each other no more.
You gotta play for yourself at 6. I mean, at 6,
Right,
what do you have? 2 weeks left in the house? 2.5 weeks left in the house? That 6 is time to split throats and make it to the end. Unfortunately.
Yeah, well, I just sat in the corner eating ice cream for the last 2 weeks, so that's what I did. And I was number 4. Fuck.
But you left with everyone's love, Kevin.
I think that's more important. Love is an integral part of what goes around. But yeah, it was pretty cool. I mean, and I think the two of them working together, I think they're going to stick together. They gave each other the word because they talked to each other. And he said to her, don't let anyone know we know each other. You know what I mean? Let's pretend we don't know each other, Right. And then when she won the competition, she said he has nothing to worry about. Mm-hmm. So I think that will last as far as it can go until they're going against each other. When they go against each other, then everything's out the door. They're just gonna, what I mean?
Right. I definitely, I will say I will agree with you on that point. I will agree also with you on that point. I was going to disagree with you about something else, but we'll go back to it. So, well, here's what I disagree. I think there are more people that know each other in the house, and for whatever reason, they're just not telling us that these more people know each other yet, and I don't know why. Because again, we know that Catherine and Holly know each other, so I don't know why we're not talking about that. But kind of like what you said, all the house guests are going in, running around, looking at the rooms, where are we going to sleep? I'll take a ladder. Are you glad there was no ladder on your season, Kevin?
Sure, David. I probably would have sat up there the whole time. Yeah, but I was glad there was no ladder. I was hardly ever in the HOH room, so I definitely would never got no ladder. That's for damn sure.
You would not.
I'm glad there's no ladder. It didn't matter to me, Eric. Listen, man, when you get in there, I couldn't understand, like the first people in, they would run to a room, and then they would run to a room. And most people never stayed in the room you went to at the beginning anyhow. So,
right.
You'll find out.
But what do you think of the overall look of the house? Like, how are you liking this camp feel, this retro look? How do you feel about the whole entire look of the house?
I'm not much on camping, I don't know. When we were younger, we had a tent in my backyard, but slugs used to always come. Those little slug things, just fucking him in the head with a bat. So, I don't know, Eric.
He means he would comedically hit the slugs for comedic value because he values all animal life, including
what
slugs.
A slug is just a little thing. It's just when you get up in the morning and you're outside, you're like, oh my God. So we had spiders, slugs. We slept in a backyard, like in a neighborhood. There was no woods or nothing.
I know what
fucking Mary Green used to throw hot water on us. She'd be like, your mother breeds like a rabbit. I was like, what did she just say? Yes. Can you believe that, Eric? And they were all from the old country. They were from the old country together. And she would be like, your mother breathes like a rabbit. And I was like, what the hell is she talking about? And, her, Mrs. Mulcahy, Mrs. Greeley, Mrs. McMahon, all of them all lived together. So they would take hot water. We'd be in the backyard and we'd throw the hot water over at us.
I thought you were supposed to put salt on slugs, Kevin.
I don't know. I thought we all cared about each other. It was getting nasty. Mary Greeley was getting nasty. She used to yell at us all the time. She'd call the police all the time. And the police officer come to the house, knew my grandmother, would drink all the whiskey and just go back to the station.
This was a simpler time for you, huh, Kevin?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And
Exactly.
and I find it insulting that you think I don't know what a slug is. I watched Nicole
No,
play
I
Big
didn't
Brother.
say. It's not like a slug's not like something human. It looks like it's almost looks like it's just a just like a little dead fish or something. So wasn't like beating an animal or nothing. I didn't want to. I don't want anyone going against me thinking I was hitting the animals or nothing like that.
No, no, Kevin.
Probably missed anyhow.
No,
I was scared.
I was just trying to get the Nicole joke in.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'll let
Now,
you talk.
no, Kevin, please. You talk. You go ahead. Everyone is loving hearing you talk. They get to hear me talk every single day. They want to hear what you think.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to steer the ship through the premiere for you, Kevin. So, boop boop. Next stop, we're off to what you were so correctly talking about, was how Julie comes in, tells everybody in the house there's going to be a camp director. They're going to have unprecedented powers. One of them, which will be that they will be safe for the first week, and they're going to impact your game. So let me ask you, Kevin. Julie,
please ask the question I've been waiting to talk about for 2 years. Ask me what I thought about when someone came into our house and had 8 bracelets that he got to pick. And then what did you expect everyone to do? Everyone called him that you followed him. It was almost you had no choice, because once you got a friendship bracelet, it was almost like you had to give allegiance to that person. So it seemed that similar to that.
You mean they created a twist where they brought somebody back, paid them a bunch of money, and then wanted to make sure that they wouldn't leave before jury?
Yes, exactly.
Yes, Kevin. Exactly. That is why nobody...
And then you wonder why the people in the show, like me, were like, well, you better listen to whatever this particular person says. I don't want to say names, because it seems like anything that goes against its production is going to be upset. So you didn't know what to do. It was confusing. It was really confusing.
Kevin, I mean, look, here's what I'm going to say. Number one, I do love Paul. Like, I love me.
Oh, I do too. I voted for him.
Oh, no, I know you love Paul. But here's what I'm saying. I don't blame Paul in this scenario. I think the way you have to win Big Brother is you have to play the house. You have to play America. But you also have to play production, and I get it. That is the hardest part. I think if anybody sees a returning player come into the game, in my opinion, you need to align yourself with them because you know they're protected.
Yeah.
You need to kind of and I mean, it sucks now in this scenario of your season. Yes, there was the bracelets and those people are safe. That was a whole
nother dynamic. I thought he was delivering pizza, Eric. I didn't know who the hell he was when he first came through the door. If you watch, I'm looking back and standing there next to Cody. I'm like, who's that? And he said he was from here last year. His name's Paul. And I said, shit, you mean he's not the pizza guy? I thought we were getting food.
A pizza sounds pretty delicious right about now, doesn't it?
No shit, I know.
All right. But let me ask you this. If on your season, when Julie would have come on the screen and said, I want to not bring somebody back, but I want to give the power to one of you. So not a returning player. I'm going to give this unprecedented power to one of you guys sitting there. Would you have volunteered to be one of the people to take the power?
Would I have volunteered? Yes, because the whole time, for the weeks and weeks leading up to getting there, I was being told by people who watched the show, because I didn't, that, Kevin, you're going to be the oldest person, clearly. The oldest person always goes off first, So I would have definitely did the same thing Cliff did. I would have been the first one, because I would have thought, same as Cliff thought, that he would be targeted if he didn't go for it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think definitely I would have done it. I probably would have screwed it up, but yeah, I would have done it, definitely.
So, definitely. I mean, I feel like you have to go for it, because like you said, if you don't go for it, you're almost guaranteed to leave. You're almost guaranteed to leave right away. So it was Jackson who stepped up, and Jackson's going to go for it. Cliff was willing to go for it. And so was Jessica, who really thought she had most of the house on board with her. Jessica really thought, I'm gonna get everybody on board with this.
Right, exactly. I know. She was pretty cocky. I know. And then it was a couple of them got no votes at all, right?
a lot of them got no votes at all. So, I mean, basically, it was Nicole, I think, kind of. No, I don't think Nicole said she wanted to do it. She was the one who flip flopped. Nicole at first went to Jessica and was like, I'm on your team. I'm ride or die. I'm Team Jessica. Yes, I'm in. I'm in. Then she went over to Jackson and was like, oh, well, of course. Sure, I'll give you my vote, too. Yeah, very typical of a Nicole player.
Yeah, and definitely you knew Tarzan wasn't leaving the first night. That's for sure. He wasn't going up.
No.
You guys call him Aquaman. I thought he looked like Tarzan. But I'm talking about good-looking Tarzan. I'm not putting him down. You know, like Johnny Weissmuller or someone like that.
I'm calling him gross. He is hideous, and I don't understand why anybody.
Is he really? You think?
Yeah.
Every time. Listen, man. When I was at the premiere, he came on, and I was sitting there, and like the girls were like, "Oh my god, oh my god!" I was like looking like, and they were calling him Aquaman. I didn't know the hell Aquaman was, you know. So I thought it was like the creature from the Black Lagoon. You ever see that old movie?
Yes.
Check that one out, Eric.
I know what Creature from the Black Lagoon is. Again, I watched
classic,
Nicole play Big Brother. You were going to let me get one of those in.
But anyhow, I don't know. I knew that a couple of the guys weren't going to. He wasn't going to put him up there. So when Jackson ends up winning,
right?
See, he already was talking to 3 or 4 of them, so they were going to vote for him.
Well,
so
do you want to know? Do you want to know who the votes were? I have the votes here for you.
Go ahead. I think I can remember most of them, but go ahead.
Okay, so Camp BB, Julie is like, go outside. They all get to go out to their little treehouse of fun. Right. Then we find out that the people that had no votes, so the people that got splashed with all of the paint, was Tommy, Christy, Sam, Kemi, Isabella or Bella, Cliff, Holly, Nicole, Ovi, Kat, David, were the ones that got the no votes. Then Jack and Nick tied with 1 vote. Now, I feel like they didn't really tell us who those 1 votes were. Because I feel like I went back and watched it. It was unclear to me. They did like the whole trick. Maybe if chat knows, they will tell me. But they did the whole trick where, like, I'm just walking up, but I'm confused and not sure what I'm going to do. 1 vote. So not really sure who they were. But Jessica ended up getting 4 votes. Jackson got 10 votes and officially became the first camp director of BB. Okay, so now what do you want to say about this whole voting process, Kevin?
Okay, so it gives him, because of that, so he got do they tell them? They tell him how many votes you got because he would know.
Yes, they did tell him.
So now he knows that he's well liked by his alliance, you know what I mean? And now he's free for the first week, so he has nothing to worry about.
Yep.
So now he's going to put up people that he didn't vote for him. I don't think he put people up who he was intimidated by in terms of better at the comps, you know what I mean, or anything like that. I think he put up people that he thinks didn't vote for him. You know what I mean?
I mean,
that's my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, if we go by what he was saying, he basically said, I'm going to put up the people who went against me. Not the people who didn't vote for me, but the people who were campaigning for this position. Like I said, I wanted to do it, I believe, first, and then Jessica came along and said that she wanted it. And then Cliff also came along, said he wanted it. So David said that he wanted it. So those were the people that he was going to target, or that was his reason. Now, of course, on
Twitter, it blew up as you say. I know, I agree. I know what you're going to say. It blew up that he put up minorities and the old guy.
And I mean, I could make the argument of why he did not do that in the sense of him putting up Cliff and Jessica and David, but then he picked Kemi.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, is that what you're doing? Is that here's the thing. I would like to give him the benefit of the doubt. I'd like to give him like 1. And keep in mind, at that time when the show was airing, I wanted to give him a little bit more time to see what his, what he was like on the live feeds. Turns out now we know. But at that time, I was giving him the benefit of the doubt.
Well, tell me, I missed you. What was he like on the live feeds?
Well, they all seem to be a little bit stereotypical. They seem to not be loving, the ethnic people. Like, Jackson is not he's made some jokes. Jack has made some jokes about Avi, calling him, like, brown flame, and this is bad.
Jeez, it's really? Already only 2 weeks in, or two shows in. When is the first eviction? Wednesday night?
Yes. Now, for people that are confused, the show days are Tuesday, Wednesday, Sunday for all of next week. Then it flips back to the regular schedule of Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday.
Well, it's obviously not Thursday next week because it's the 4th of July. They're going to have fireworks. So, you're going to have, they have the fireworks in Boston, and I think you Jersey guys have fireworks. You shoot your guns up in the air or something like that.
Sorry.
I don't know what happened.
Did you just call me a New Jersey guy?
No. I said the Jersey guys, they shoot their guns up in the air.
Who's keeping track of what New Jersey does?
Rewind didn't see.
Yeah, who's keeping
track
New
York.
Of what? Yeah, that's right. A real state, unlike New Jersey, a.k.a. the garbage pail of the United States.
We went through this last time.
We did. It's where we all send our garbage for a reason, Kevin.
Yeah, I know. It's like a big, what do they call it? Where they empty all the trash. I'm not getting into it because I met from New Jersey.
A what?
First time I met him at the premiere party. Enzo.
Right.
He seemed all right. He rapped. Remember, he did a rap up there.
He did the rap. It was very entertaining. We all love an Enzo rap. we all love an Enzo rap. You know what else I love, but I was getting a little bit sick of on this part 1 of the premiere, Kevin? The whole entire, switch edit that Big Brother does. Like, when they do it one time, I'm on board, but when they keep doing it over, it's like, we get it. So, Bella being like, boy, I hope I don't get hit in the face with and then it explodes in her face. Or, boy, I hope I don't fall, and then cut to them fall. It's like they just keep doing that over and over again. I'm like, we get it.
And you know what they do, Eric? And I don't know. Obviously, I was on the show, so I don't know. They would make you go into the DI. They would want you to say it. And I'd be like, no, I don't want to say that. And they'd be like, Kevin, you have to say it. This is going to be part of the thing. And I said, but I don't want to say that. And I'd sit there like this. And then they would call someone high up and say, Kevin, just go by the thing. Say what you're supposed to say. I said, all right, I'll say it, man. But I don't know. Because our first one was when we were up there. In the goddamn thing, it was 200 degrees. I had a suit on. I was sweating.
Right.
When I won the money, I tried to take the suit off, and they were like, "Stop! Everyone, stop! Kevin, please put your clothes back on." I was like, "Oh my god!" I had to put my suit back on and redo it. And then they brought me in, and I think I got yelled at the first night of this. That's why I never went into the diary room. They would always yell at me and ask me, "Don't you have anything to say?" And I said, "No, I don't really want nothing to say. I'd have nothing. What good would it be making me criticizing a 22-year-old girl on national TV?"
Who are you going to criticize?
Half of them were 21, 22 years old.
Oh,
on my season.
So basically you're saying they wanted you to be, smack talk kind of the people.
They would try to bitch you and to get into an argument. They would, for example, they would say, now I'm just going to use a random name. They would say Raven was talking about you or something. And I'd be like, I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? And they're like, well, why don't you say, I don't like the way she talks about me. If she keeps talking about me, I'm going to have to say something. And I'll be like, no, I won't say that, man. I'm not going to say it.
And that is the brilliant way that the DR manipulates people's game. And I think that is the thing that people don't understand. People think that the DR, that sometimes, someone goes into the DR, then they come back and they're like, oh, I'm going to go target this person now. And then all of Twitter goes, oh my God, the DR just told them to target that person. No, that's not how the DR does it. The DR will be like, Did you ever consider that maybe this person is coming after you and
Correct.
you just didn't
Correct.
realize it? How about you say the line, so and so is coming after me and I didn't
Correct.
even
Were
realize
you
it?
on the show?
No
Were you
comment.
on the show? You almost said it exactly how they say it. They were like, "Well, why don't?"
Well, it's like,
And then after repeating it 37 times, you finally be like, "Fuck, man, I really don't want to do this no more." And they were like, "Well, why don't you say it that next time I see him, I'm gonna have to confront him?" And I'd
right.
be like,
So
"I
they're
don't
not
really want to say that, man."
so they're not telling you to confront him. They're just telling you to
No,
say
no,
the
they're
words
telling you
that
that.
you're gonna confront him so it's in your mind to confront him.
Yeah,
And
they're
then
really good, man. They're really good. They should be interrogators for the police. I'm telling you, they are really good, Eric, because they would just keep repeating it. Kevin, can you say it this way? And I'd be like, and they'd be like, no, no, okay, let's do one more time. Just almost as I screw up as much hair. And they're like, can you say it this way? Can you say, when I go out there, we're gonna finalize this, or it's gonna come to a head right now, or I'm gonna deal with this now. And they'd be like, no, I don't want to say that. And they
yeah,
were like, well, they were talking about you. And I said, well, there's not really much else to do in the house, so you're going to talk about so and so. They're
I'm
talking about it doesn't matter, and they try to get you in a roundabout way to get aggravated without them
sure.
without you saying that they forced you to get aggravated. You know what I
So
mean?
it's like they're making a reality TV show, Kevin.
Yes, yeah, unbelievable. Yes, exactly. Whoever it is, it's genius, genius.
It's storylines. I mean, the only good thing, kind of like what you said, I don't think people realize it. And in all honesty, I think it is the reason we don't have a lot of older people cast on the show. Because people like you or older people will sit there and go, no, I'm not saying that. I
Right.
honest to God think the reason they cast the 21-year-old, I want to be an Instagram model, I want to be this, that, social media is because they know those are the people who are going to do and say whatever they tell them to.
Correct.
So that
And
is
they also, what I think they do when you get sequestered for the first week, you know what I mean? You literally can just do sit ups and push ups and take baths. And you can't do nothing goddamn else. I've told you. I watched Back to the Future 35 times. I mean, it's all I watch. So when you get on that stage, now you've gone almost 7 days without talking or seeing anybody.
right.
You can't, when you get in that house, you can't wait to tell them. You'll tell them about the first girl you had, how she broke your heart right there. 1970, Janice Polshak. She broke my heart. You tell them any story they want to hear.
You're going to
You
tell them
know?
all about your first girlfriend, Kevin.
Yeah.
Okay, look,
Actually, what's my girl? You're not gonna believe what I got. I got on a thing. I have to say hi to Melanie, but I got on a Facebook, and I didn't have Facebook, so a friend of mine put it on Facebook for me, and I got 5,000 people, and I don't know, like I only know like six of them, you know. And
right?
so this girl sent me a thing saying, "I think I dated you when you were 10," and I was like, "What?" She said, "Yeah, I think I broke your heart," and I was like, "Is your name Rose?" And she said, "Yes." I said, "Yeah, you broke my heart when I was 10 years old." She said, "Yes, I remember you very, very well. You were a sweetheart." If I was such a sweetheart, why'd you break my heart? What the hell are you talking about?
Kevin, you had a
So,
girlfriend at 10?
yeah, we used to play spin the bottle. We had a we used to play spin the bottle. You know, I
No,
think
I
she was
don't
14.
know. I don't know, Kevin. Thanks for reminding me. Because no, I don't know. I mean,
You
I
never
saw.
played spin the bottle.
Oh, yeah. I was all excited to spin the bottle and kiss a girl, Kevin. That was like my favorite thing to
No,
do.
I didn't say who you played spin the bottle with. You never played spin the bottle.
Well, oddly enough, there was no group of guys at 10 that wanted to kiss each other. So I just
Touche.
didn't go to those parties, Kevin.
Well, it wasn't like a party, man. We were like up in the woods, and we would hang out, and we'd play spin the bottle, man.
Yeah, no.
I was
Oh,
only
I completely, I get it. I also think it's quite
I was
hysterical.
only 10.
That's young, Kevin. I mean, apparently it's not young. Apparently I'm learning that that's not young, but that's a show for another day. You know, I have to say, it was a one-off show that Kevin and I did together because literally, like 4 days after Kevin and I did the first show, I ended up breaking my leg and my ankle and my foot, and then I was like
Oh my God!
rehabbing.
Something happens tonight to you or tomorrow.
Then you're a curse, Kevin. But my point
Yeah.
is, Kevin and I answered all questions like that. It was kind of like it wasn't kind of like, it was an advice show where everyone got to call in and ask Kevin life questions, or ask both of us life questions, and it's hysterical. Anyway, you guys can check out that show. We're going to jump back to this show, Kevin. So like you correctly said, Jackson now had to pick those 4 people. And just like you said, it makes those people automatically go after him. I don't necessarily agree that it's going to make the people he didn't pick more feel closer to him. Because it's not like he is continuing to protect them. He just did them a favor 1 week. And I could see it a very easy argument to make of, you didn't keep me safe. You went after the people you wanted to go after. So I don't owe you anything because of what you did. There was no actual safety in what you did, if that makes sense.
Okay, and so anyhow, Eric, let me ask you this question, because you know much more than me, obviously. The 4 people that competed, David was sent out. So he was sent out of the house. But as you remember, Julie saying, they're going to have a twist. You don't have to worry. You may be back. Something expect the unexpected.
She said you're out of the house for now.
Now. So then it could be, if David comes back, he's 100% going after Jackson. 100%.
Do you think that if David were to come back, so I mean, to backtrack 1 second, I really don't feel like it's so hard to make it be a recap show, but I feel like everybody who's here listening to us kind of already watched it and knows it. But in case you were someone that is really requiring the recap, those 4 people, David, Jessica, Cliff, and oh my God, why can I not remember the 4th person? David, Jessica. What? No, it wasn't Ovi. That had to do the black broom.
Okay, that's right. It was
Cliff. I'm stupid. So Cliff, Jessica, David, and Kemi is the one that I was forgetting, is Kemi. So those 4 had to go into the black room, like you guys have seen if you've watched Big Brother before, crawl around, feathers, honey, giant pieces of toast, it's scary, clown room, try and find your way out. Well, everybody found their way out except for poor David, who then was told by Julie, we're sorry, you were out of the game, ... for now.
Correct.
Then at the end of the episode, now, first of all, I thought this was horrific because I was like, he's going to be, like you just said, locked in a hotel room for 4 weeks. Normally, we don't have a battle back until jury starts, which is usually 4 weeks in. Could you imagine coming out of your sequester, then having to turn around and go right back into a hotel room with no TV, no internet, nothing, looking at a wall for 4 weeks?
Nothing at all. I know. I couldn't believe it. That's harder, much harder than staying in the house. Trust me. I mean, I don't know that. I never got to go to jury, but that hotel thing, they sequester you, put you there. So they're going to have to make a decision quick. They're not going to make him wait. I'm telling you, something's going to happen. There's going to be a twist again, or something different's going to happen.
Well, we're going to find out right away. I mean, Julie basically said that we will find out this coming up week, right? She said in 1 week you will find out what is...
she said Wednesday.
Wednesday, right. So that's coming up this...
would be July 3rd.
July 3rd, the day before. Right. Did you like the little squirrel? Did you like the little squirrel that ran through the house to capture the people, to let them know?
Yeah, but I don't know if I would let anyone put like a sack around my head and carry me out, but I don't think it's going to happen, man.
Would they have to call the higher ups for that one too, Kevin?
You mind if I just hold it up against me and I'll walk out? You know what I mean? How many people have you let throw you in a sack and carry you over their shoulder, Eric?
Kevin, they weren't really in the bag, right?
I know that, Terry. I'm joking, of course. No, it was pretty cool. I thought it was funny. I thought it's interesting. I tell you, they're geniuses. These guys who come up with these competitions in the games. I'm telling you, it's genius. Because you always think that the strongest strongest guy or the strongest woman is going to win. And again, the first competition, that's not what happened.
No, it is not always the case at all. But I loved the squirrel. I thought it was funny, watching them go through all of it. So, I mean, at the end, we saw David upset, saying, I don't want to go home. I wanted to win this game. And like we said, we will see on Wednesday what is going to happen with David. Do you think it's going to be a scenario where, like, the person... Because here's what I think it is. I think whoever is evicted on Wednesday, they are going to have to battle David in some sort of a redemption island.
And then the winner comes back.
And then the winner will get to go back. And then, by the way, now, let's say, for example, randomly, it's Kemi. That was voted out. Now she would be in that position, and whoever goes out the following week will battle that person, and then only one goes. So it's kind of like you have a reserve there. You're almost getting like another elimination competition type of a deal.
Yeah, I know. So an event, and then that's what happens with Jackson. Now, for him putting him up, he's 100% not going to do any kind of alliance with Jackson. Especially, I mean, I don't think he gets to watch the show or anything. We get sequestered, but...
Oh, no, you didn't hear that, Kevin? Now, when you get sequestered, they let you watch the live episode, so you're prepared for what's happening when you go back in the house.
Really?
It's a new twist. You get to see all the secrets.
Thank you.
It's the new thing that happens, Kevin. No, of course they don't. Of course they do not get to know. In case anybody is unaware, of course I am kidding. So now we move over to part 2 of the show, and now we find out we're going to have a battle for HOH. It is the first HOH competition of the season. A throwback to the slippery, I always call it the slippery pickle, the hot dog that Rachel had to hold on to. But it just basically, again, it's another hold on to a pole while we squirt stuff all over you competition.
No, it's almost like a totem pole, and there's 2 of them holding it, and they squirt stuff.
Yes.
No, I don't think I did that.
You didn't do any ones like that?
I don't think I think I got a bye in the first round.
Right.
I didn't do that. I got squirted. I just the one I held a hold like this, leaning forward. You remember I had to hold it?
Yeah.
I actually did pretty good on that one. Jeez, you can't screw everything up.
No, you did very well on that one. So, I mean...
I tried.
Right, exactly. But now Jackson finds out that he has another power before this HOH, that he gets to pair people up. And now we know that Jackson kind of has decided that he wants to work with some certain people. He wants to work with a Jack. No surprise. Were you surprised that he wants to be in an alliance with Jack?
Right. No, definitely not. The 2 strongest looking guy, no. And
Bella.
I don't know. I don't know, but that's what they could be doing. But it always starts off people thinking it's going to be one way, and it turns out another. Trust me.
Of course it does. Well, Jack, Jackson, Bella, Christine, Holly, and Nick all decide that they all want to work together. They want to be in this alliance. So now Jackson is going to pick the people that go up on the poll, because you have to work in teams now.
Right.
How much would it suck for your first HOH to be a team, something that you basically have to rely, not a lot, but a little bit on somebody else for? I mean, I could push you off if I wanted to, Kevin, if I knew it would help my alliance.
I think they'd be screwed. I think the person who got me would be worse off than anybody. What are you kidding me? They're like, I got this guy. He can't win shit. You know what I mean? So, no, I don't know. I know it's pretty difficult. So for him getting his powers, again, a lot of people, because I read people saying, some of them on Twitter, not all of them, that production's pretty much laying the groundwork that for Jackson to go further on in the show. That's just what they're saying. I'm not saying that, but that's what they're saying. So.
I mean, it could be either way. I mean, look, I get it from a production standpoint. They got to make a show. They need storylines. Obviously,
Right.
like I said earlier, they cast people for specific reasons. They're trying to make their long-term storylines go into the show. I completely think that's the way all reality TV works.
And
However,
showmances up. Showmances.
sure, showmances for sure. However, um, it also could be a bad thing. Like you said, Jessica is not favoring Jackson anymore. Neither is Cliff.
Right.
Kemi does not like him. If David comes back in,
David comes back. He definitely don't like him.
and
Definitely.
and that's four people already that 100% have a justifiable reason to go after you in the game. So, could it be a good thing to protect him in the long run and have him go in? Sure. It could also really
Yeah,
hurt
it
him.
could be. Yeah, yeah. It could work either way, I guess. You're right.
So he puts together Kat and Jack, Sam and Nicole, Holly and Ovi, Bella and Nick, Annalise and Cliff, Tommy and Jessica, Christy and Kemi. So basically, he really didn't put any two of the people that he wants to work with together. He kind of took somebody that is in this new alliance that he wants and put them with somebody else. So I thought that was a
Right. So,
smart strategy.
oh, I think it was a real good strategy, obviously, because I mean, I don't think they could go 6 for 6, win 6 of them, but I mean, it's better than putting them against each other. You know, you're going to knock one of them out. You know, so but it's a strategy he thinks he can use, and apparently I don't know. He's getting pretty harsh reviews that I see, but I don't. I guess a few people are.
Yeah,
I've seen a few people tweeting some things in.
yes,
I know it's
people.
hard. Only a week in, only 2 shows in.
We're
It's hard to judge somebody 2 shows in.
well. I'm gonna judge the crap out of
Good.
them when we do the live feed. When you're not here, so that
All
the
right.
opinions are not reflected upon you. But when I do
Thank
my
you.
live feed spoiler show this weekend, I will 100% be letting everyone know all the drama that's been happening on the live
Okay, let,
feeds.
let me ask you a couple quick questions.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Cliff will make it to the jury?
No.
No. So he'll be out. Do you think that David will be back in the show?
Uh, Depending on who gets evicted this week, yes.
I do too. See that? See, we're 2 for 2. Can you believe we're getting along here? I can't understand what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's it. I was just wondering where you
Okay.
stand there.
So
And your favorites right now? Who are your
my
Who do you
favorites right
think is
now.
playing the best so far?
Who do I think is playing the best?
I mean, I know it's early and everything, but
Oh God. I mean, really, none of them. I'm gonna go with I think Nick is playing very well at the moment.
yeah, a lot of people don't like him, but yeah, I think he's playing all right.
I wouldn't say a lot of people don't like him. I think Tommy is playing okay for the
I
moment.
I picked him early. So
I mean, who do I like as who shocked me the most and is the most
I know who
humble?
you're gonna say right now. You're gonna
Who?
say, man, the girl with the glasses. I forget.
Nope.
I like her too. I forget her name.
Nicole.
Nicole. I like her too. I like
I
Nicole and Tommy.
I do like Nicole, I do like Tommy, but Cliff, I have to say, Cliff has really surprised me. I think I was very judgmental about Cliff, thinking he would be one way, and he's completely the opposite. He's for example, there's a lot of you could say mean things being said about people on the feeds, and I could see Cliff going right along with those things, and he is. However, he also is talking to us as the live feed watchers and saying, look, I don't like being a part of this. I don't like saying these things, but I'm not in power. I'm not
So
in
he's being
power.
influenced.
The Look, I've said this before, and people might hate me for this. If I have a chance at $500,000, which means health care for my husband and for me, and I don't have to worry about
Yeah.
my mortgage, and when my basement floods, I can pay it, I'm going to lie to you, I'm going to lie to you, I'm going to stab you in the back, I'm going to go along, I'm going to say every horrible thing I have to about you, if that's going to help my family at the end. Because it's a game, and that's what I would
But a
do.
lot of them, okay, Eric, and I can understand what you're saying, but like a lot of them, young. Josh was only 23, so he didn't have all of those
Correct.
things that you were talking about.
Correct.
He didn't have to worry if his basement flooded. He didn't have to worry
Sure.
if his spouse, need
Sure.
nothing. And I mean, then KC was the winner. Nicole before that, she's what, 23,
Right.
24.
Sure.
So I mean, the older person. I don't know. I hear a lot of things on there where people say they like to have a 40 and over. 40 and
Yeah,
over
I would
season.
love it.
Wouldn't
I
that
would
be
love
cool?
it. Yes, because I think the older players understand how playing the game can change their life in a way that I don't think young people get. Like, I think
Yeah.
the younger players are more okay with losing because, oh, I got more Twitter followers and I moved on and blah, blah. But people that play this game and are older, like we said, this is going to help my family. I can put my kid in college. I can pay off my kid's college loan. I can make life easier for
Right.
my wife or my husband. I think those are the people, for me, that are interesting to watch. It's hard for me to
So
care.
that would be really an interesting game. Think about it, because then, like, they would do anything they have to do,
Correct.
and they've been through so much in their life.
Correct.
So, but again, like you say, it's a lot like, I mean, it's national TV, and they want to make people watch it, and I mean, you're not going to get many guys wearing suits there like me, anyhow. You know what I mean, Eric? So.
But that's the line, Kevin. That is, you have to play the house, like I say. You
Correct, yep.
have to play America, and you have to play production. So you got to be in that GR being like, gee gosh, I just don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know that I'm going to backstab the person you don't want me to. I'm so confused. Then you go out to the house and you rally the people to backstab the person you wanted to backstab. And then you go sit in front of the camera in the, boat room and go, America, it was so hard. I didn't know what to do, America. You have to understand. I just don't know. And then people eat it up if you're good looking. Just take your shirt off if you're hot. If you're not, mention your kids and your dogs and your whatever. And that's how you win Big Brother.
Hey, has there been a lot of crying already?
Oh my God, there has been like a flood of crying.
I gotta be shitting. I had a argument the other night, man. I was at not like a beef argument, a little argument. Some guy was like, "Man, you played a great game, but you only cried once." I said, "What? I didn't cry." He said, "No, you did." I said, "No, I didn't. When did I cry?" And I wouldn't cry. I'm telling you, do you remember me crying, Eric? Come on now, think back.
In all fairness, I don't remember 2 days ago, but I'm sure Chad is saying yes, you did.
When did I cry, Chad?
When did he cry, Chad? Yes, you did.
Not when I stuck my head in the refrigerator. I was eating food then.
They said when you were talking about your brother, you cried?
I don't think I all cried out, man. I don't remember that. I did talk about him. Maybe I got sentimental. Maybe I did one of these. Watch this, Eric. One of these. But I don't know if I cried.
Okay.
But if they want to say I cried about that, I'll take that then, yeah. But I thought, I'm talking about, I didn't cry about the weather. I didn't cry about bathing suit didn't fit. I didn't cry that I had no flip-flops.
Correct.
I cried about playing Britney Spears 3 times a day.
Did they play Britney Spears 3 times a day to you guys?
Hit Me Baby One More Time. They would just blast the thing in the morning. I was like, can you put on some Doors or can you put on some Rolling Stones or something like that? But I don't know. It was Christine Aguilera. It was Britney Spears.
Gotcha.
Every day.
Britney and Christina. It's fine. And I vote to evict Christina Aguilera. So we find out in that HOH competition that Christy wins. So now Jackson was camp director. He kept his little crew safe.
But he's free anyhow for the week.
He's free, can't be touched. Cannot be
Right.
touched
She's
and
not
is
put
free.
Tommy up. That's for sure.
She is not going to put Tommy up. Nope. But Christine is in power. We left off with Christine being HOH.
Okay. And now, what have you heard since? Who is she thinking of putting up there? Because
Well, fine.
you can let that little one slip. Come on, Eric.
Okay, okay,
You
well,
can let that.
here's what I'm going to say, Kevin. I'm going to say
Go
this.
ahead.
Now, Kevin and I will be talking a little bit about some spoilery stuff, so if you do not want to know, now is when you will want to leave or stop playing. Come back after Sunday and watch the rest of the show after Sunday night's episode, when you will be all caught up with what we'll discuss now. And Kevin, like a lot of people
Yeah.
don't know this every year. People come into all the shows and they're like, who's HOH? Who's nominated? Who's this? I literally, if you go to the yourrealityrecaps.com/BB21 page, I have
Yeah.
the entire cast there, and you just click on the cast photo, and it pops up the current stats in the house. So it'll show you who's nominated, who won POV, who got renommed, who won the whack-a-mole comp. There is so much stuff
So
on
you're a
the
professional spoiler.
I'm just no, because it is hidden, Kevin. It is hidden.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They have to click
gotta-
it so they won't be spoiled. But I also, speaking of Sunday, and then I'm going to answer your question, and
Go
we
ahead.
also need you to do this, Kevin. We have the trash draft game where you can pick 6 players. It literally is clicking 6 buttons. You pick 6 players. And then all season long, we rack up the points for you and we give away prizes all season long. So you
A
need
trip
to
to the
play.
Bahamas? I can't wait. I'm definitely going to
Yes,
go on to it.
Kevin
Don't-
is
I'm doing
gonna. Kevin is going to sponsor the trip to the Bahamas. So you guys only have 2 more days left to enter. The draft closes Sunday night. It's yourrealityrecaps.com/trash draft. If one word, trash draft, if you want to play, or check our Twitter. But Kevin, everyone is saying they want you to enter it because they want to see how your picks will do. It is literally
Okay.
just picking 6 people. So I will send you the
I
link.
think I can do that. I can do it.
I will send you the link after. Okay, so now for spoilers. Yes, Christine has nominated Catherine, who has been crying her eyes out, as well as Cliff.
I told you. I knew it. So you know who's leaving. Telling you.
Well, we don't know who's leaving.
All those years in a row.
Would you like me to go? Would you like me to tell you who won POV?
Please. I'm going to tell you who didn't win POV.
Who?
Cliff.
Now, why would you say that? Because the older person isn't capable of winning the POV?
Well, no, that may be. No, yeah, because I never won any POVs. Maybe you got a good point. I don't know. Who won the POV? Go ahead.
No, I want to know why you think Cliff can't win it.
Because they always target the older guy, and it seems to me the older guy is going to go first, and everyone's going to break into showmances and alliances, and then they're going to find out whoever didn't vote the old guy out, they're going to blame them and shoot them next and just get mad at them. So I don't know. I wish he didn't. I wish he won the POV.
Well, guess what, Kevin?
What?
He won the POV.
No, he didn't. Did he really?
No, he didn't. Of course he didn't, Kevin.
I knew it, son of a mother.
But I have a better twist for you. It was Sam. Sam is the one who won the POV. But are you ready for this, Kevin?
He's the truck driver. I know who he is. He's the truck driver from Philadelphia. From Pennsylvania.
Who will not stop screaming. Yes, I agree.
That's what I heard, yeah.
Won't stop screaming truck driver, Kevin. But are you ready for this?
Yes. He take Cliff off.
It has not happened yet. The veto ceremony has not happened yet, but the plan currently in the House is that Sam will remove Cliff and Kemi is about to be backdoored. The majority of the House is on board with backdooring Kemi at the moment. At the moment. Wow. Assuming that the ceremony is still going to be tomorrow or Sunday, that could change, but... Oh, wait a minute. We have the whack-a-mole, or whatever the hell, competition it is. I wonder if the ceremony has to happen before that. I hate the
Whack-a-mole.
first 2 weeks. Whatever it's called, whack-a-doodle, whack-off
Yeah, I
competition,
know which one. Yeah,
whack-ativity
yeah.
comp,
Whackaholics.
whackaholics. Did you see when the... All right, here's what I think is the most ridiculous thing. When the feeds came on for the first time, Kevin,
Yeah.
everybody got in a big circle. They all held hands and then had to figure out how to unlink themselves without letting go.
What the? Really?
Oh, yeah, Kevin. That was the first 2 hours of feeds.
People are gonna want their money back. Jesus, you can do that here at my house. We can do that. You don't even got to pay. I'll just just hold hands and unlink. I don't understand. How long did it take? 2 hours?
Yeah, it was like a 2 hour circle jerk. Oh,
But
what?
you do know, you do know one thing. I've heard all of them talk, and I heard them all in their bios. Everyone
Yeah.
has been watching since season 8, since season 3. Yes, they have been. A couple of them said no, but they know that they've been exposed, that they have watched it. There's nobody who's under 25 years old who trials a Big Brother who has not watched the show. Nobody.
Well, sure,
Nobody.
I agree with you. The people that have tried out have all watched for the show. But the people that get recruited from Instagram or the bar or any of those things have not.
I know I didn't watch it. I didn't even know what the hell he was talking about.
Where'd you get recruited from? Instagram?
No, I didn't have Insta. I don't even know what Instagram was when I got home.
No, you don't know what Instagram is.
I was walking through Quincy Market.
Through a market with fish?
Yeah, no, it's Quincy Market. What do you mean? It's like downtown Boston. It's like it's Faneuil Hall.
Oh,
It's
yes.
like-
Good old Faneuil
It's like
Hall.
it's almost like it's got all the stores. You get the ice cream. It's got a few bars. So it had a bar in it, and they were having casting call there.
Right. And I mean, most of them do watch in Sequester. I think most of them, that is where they all learn about the show. So, I mean, bottom line
Yeah.
is it is crazy. There has been mass chaos on the feeds, but we're going to get into all of that on on the show this weekend on the live feed show, so that everyone can come back and watch that, or wherever you're watching this, it'll be there later.
Did you hear that? I heard another tweet. I'm going to tell you another tweet I heard.
What?
I heard somebody tweet who's very up on the show, who knows the show very well,
I need
say
names.
that I'm not giving no names, that the first two ratings were two of the lowest ratings they've ever had.
Correct. The show did not premiere well. Correct.
Well, I think it would be because the cast would come out and they have to have, I don't know, maybe is the cast not interesting? I thought a few people were interested. But again, I'm not a live feeder. You know what I mean?
I mean, we knew a lot of the stuff. We knew that, David was out. We knew from looking at his photo, looking at the photo of the whole entire cast, that David was photoshopped in. So we knew something happened to David on the first night that made him not be on the feeds.
So you think it's going to pick up?
I think it's going to pick up. Of course it's going to pick up. It's Big Brother. We don't know anybody yet. We don't know anything really yet. So it's going to pick up. Of course it is. But what I wanted to ask you, Kevin, is, you and I were both at the New York City premiere party. How did you like that this year?
I had a great time. Really did. So we went to up to Brooklyn. Brooklyn,
Right.
for anyone who doesn't know, it's a section of New York.
Sure.
Okay,
Sure.
so
Sure.
we had an Airbnb up there, and everyone was really nice.
Right.
Really nice. When we got down there, I was surprised. A lot of people showed up, Eric.
I know. I was there.
It turned out a lot of people from the show showed up too. You know what I mean? From past seasons. So I enjoyed it. I get to meet some people that I never knew.
And you got to meet Frankie. Was that your first
I had
time
met
meeting
him
Frankie
before.
Grande?
What's that?
Was that your first time meeting Frankie Grande in person?
Oh no, I've met Frankie before.
Okay. So, I mean, it was fun.
When I got evicted, he was in the audience. I'm
That's
not
right.
kidding you.
Of course he was in there.
I
He
was
was
like-
there to see you, Kevin.
He was clapping, and I was like, "Gee, he looks familiar, man." And they were clapping. I was like, "They're clapping because I'm being evicted." So then he was there for finale night 2.
And then you
Yeah.
knew about what a media mogul was.
Yes, exactly.
Kevin,
So he ended up being pretty cool. He was cool to my family, and then he was cool to me. I mean, I don't. He's always busy. He's always moving. You know what I mean?
what is your
So
favorite Ariana Grande song?
Seven Rings. See, you thought I wouldn't get one.
I thought you wouldn't get one. I was impressed. I mean, you didn't.
Now, don't ask me my second. Don't
Okay.
ask me
All
my
right. No,
second.
you got
Don't.
that one. I'm not going to. Um.
Thank you.
I saw Courtney in chat says, "Did you get to meet Rennie?
Oh my goodness, yes, I got to meet Rennie.
Was she fun?"
She is a lot of fun. She's a barrel of laughs. Yes, she's a
little bit of a hanger-on.
she is she's different, man. She's different.
Oh, I
She's
hear
from
ya.
New Orleans. She's
Oh,
from New Orleans.
oh yeah, she is. She used to. Whatever. She used to be one of my favorite players, but not so much anymore. She seems a little cuckoo crazy. So,
I really didn't like talk game with her. I only seen her at the when we got back to the Airbnb
right.
the night after. I didn't see her at the thing, and we all walked down and got some cheeseburgers or something like that. And she
Right.
walked down with us. Oh, we got chicken sandwiches.
Oh,
And she came down with us and would sit there. She yelled at me most of the time.
I'm not surprised. Was it a
And I
Chick?
mean, yelled at me. I'm like, who's this lady yelling at me, man?
Was it a
You know?
Chick-fil-A sandwich? Because she seems like she would like a Chick-fil-A sandwich.
No, no, no. There was no. I don't
Because
know if there was Chick-fil-A's. I don't know what kind of sandwich it was. It was
you would not eat a Chick-fil-A sandwich, would you, Kevin?
no, no. I
Thank
would
you.
not eat
No, you would
Chick-fil-A
not
sandwich.
eat a
I
Chick-fil-A
eat everything
sandwich.
plain.
That is correct,
I have a
Kevin.
bacon and egg sandwich.
I just had that this morning. Kevin,
Real.
I want to let people know. Well, we're not done,
Go ahead,
but
tell
I
me.
just want to let people know because I don't want to forget. There's like, it's Big Brother season. We have so much content everywhere, and people don't know where to find it. And I always forget to let people know in these shows, but I want to let people know if you're watching on the TV Co app, I believe next week, the red carpet interviews will be out. So if you want to see the interviews with all these people like that we've been talking about, so Kevin's interview, Frankie Grande,
Yeah, they were fun. They were fun, Eric.
that'll be up in the TV Co app next week, I believe. So you're going to want to check those out. What did you think? There was a lot of the new cast. So were you excited, or not the new cast, but a lot of the new cast for you? Did you like meeting Rockstar, JC, Scotty?
Well, JC's come to my house, and Scotty and Rockstar I met
Oh, that's
before.
true. JC did go to your
and
house.
and I've never met Casey. I met Casey in Vegas once, and
Okay.
she is a sweetheart. She was
She
so
is.
nice. She was so really. I really can't say anything. She was just very, very, very nice. She was there with her girlfriend, and she was very polite. You know why? I don't think I let her get a word in. I think I out talked her,
Really?
so she didn't know, so she couldn't talk bad about me. Yeah, but no, she loved me. She was very nice, and I liked her a lot. She was cool, and I've known JC very well. He's been to my house.
Uh-huh.
I know who else? Glenn's my guy. Come on, Glenn. He says hi to everybody. He knows He knows the people who know the people. Like, what are you doing, Glenn? And it was fun to see who else from that season. Rockstar again, I seen, and Scotty. They all stayed with me in the Airbnb. Oh, and the girl from Canada.
Laura,
Remember?
Laura, who has jewels on her teeth, and I don't understand.
I didn't know what the hell. Listen, what the hell she was going like this, and I'm like, "What the hell's on your teeth?"
I know. I
And
was
it
doing
was
the
her
same thing.
initials. Her initials.
Yeah, in diamonds.
And then she asked me one of the craziest questions in the world. Do you know what my initials are? I was like, what? So I'm looking at her mouth and looking at her, and I don't know if it said L.A. or what the hell it was saying. I'm like, what is that? And I said, how did you get your initials in your teeth? I can't even get cavities in my teeth, and she's got her initials on her teeth. And anyhow, she stayed with us. She didn't make it to the chicken dinner though. She missed out on the chicken.
Well, look.
And who else stayed? Oh, Matt stayed with us. Matt was really nice.
Yeah, I love Matt. Love Matt.
And oh, Jace, thank God I didn't forget her. Oh my God, Michelle stayed with us.
Right? You love him, Michelle.
Yeah.
But
Yes,
but
yes.
but here's what chat wants to know, and they don't want you to be a chicken, Kevin.
Okay.
You have to tell us something interesting or surprising from when you guys were in the Airbnb. So like does like I don't know, does like JC sleep naked? Does somebody put ketchup in their coffee? Like you had to witness something when you were in that house with all those people that you were like, what is happening? Give us one, Kevin.
Well, I don't know if I witnessed or if I heard. Maybe if I could just, if more of I could hear.
Uh-huh.
But let's just say that people are enjoying each other upstairs. They were having a good time in the show. I had this basement. I only meant the basement. I didn't mean so I could hear up in the kitchen. People stayed up late. Put it that way. They stayed up late. I don't know how, but they did.
They were having a good time.
That's what the good word. That's how you want to use it. They're having a good time, an extremely good time.
Interesting. That's a lot of people that I would not see having a good time together in that house.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Scotty, yeah. Well, there was Rennie was there.
That's not a positive. Although I can see Rennie coming in being like, stop it! Break it up! Why you gotta do it? Stop it! Yeah, I could see her doing
Yes,
a lot of that.
she was quite the character. I can tell you that.
She was quite the character. Yes, it was, oh my God. It was very entertaining. They're doing fireworks, Kevin. They're doing fireworks outside, and my dog has now decided that he has to be on my lap for this entire show.
Those New Yorkers, man. I don't know what they're doing.
He's weighing
Don't-
1,000 pounds and crushing me and slamming into the microphone. This is very difficult. So here's what I'm going to say, Kevin. I want to give you the floor to say whatever it is that you want to say to your fans. Because while this show, Kevin, was definitely about BB21, we also got to
Right.
hear some fun Kevin stories in there as well. And of course, people have turned out because they want to hear from you, Kevin. So I want to give you full screen. What do you want to say to everybody here? Go ahead.
Well, I'm going to honestly be serious here. I would like to just let everyone know. After I got off the show, I had a good time, and we would go places and do things. And then when I found out that I had cancer and got sick, yeah, I would just want everyone who watched the show, anyone when you get to a certain age, go to your primary care and get checked, and I mean, be aware and educate yourself and just go and get checked because a simple checkup can save your life. And I mean, I went from always joking when I talk to people and doing things, and now I'm mental health certified, so I'm going to be going around, traveling around, hopefully teaching the mental health first aid facilitated course. But just be checked, get checked, go to the doctor and get checked. If you have your dad, your uncle, your older brother, your husband, whatever, anybody, just any female, just get checked and be aware and educated that it can happen to anybody. The last time I talked to Eric, I did not have cancer. Since I have not talked to Eric and seen him, I have gone through 2 surgeries and have cancer. And I don't have it no more,
Right.
but the recovery period still is difficult.
I
So
feel
I
like
know you people wanted to hear a long story. I can also tell you about the night we get into the bat fight, but you're in the street and everything.
No. I was coming on because I felt like we had to talk a little bit about that. That's what I was going to end with. But then I feel like you said
No.
I gave you cancer. So,
Yeah.
of course I could. But you are doing good is the first part. The
Yes.
important part is
Yes.
right now you are healthy and all is well.
All is well. Yes. So if they need like Love Island or what other islands are they going to? These summer shows, these reality shows. I'm ready to go.
The only
I'm
one
ready
we
to
are
go.
allowed to promote, I believe, is Love Island.
Well, that's all I said. I didn't know any of
Kevin,
these.
your wife is right there.
She's gonna come. She's coming with me.
Hell no, I'm not.
You don't want to?
Not a
Okay, she don't want to come then, Eric. It's me and you, Eric. We'll go.
Now, wait a minute, because I realize that sometimes I'm stupid, and sometimes when I'm doing this show, I'm looking at the chat,
Club.
reading the questions. I'm not even joking when I'm asking this question. Men and women can both get prostate cancer? Or did I just misinterpret what you said?
No. That's why initially when I was just saying your uncle, your grandpa,
Gotcha.
no.
That's
No,
what you
women
said.
cannot get prostate cancer.
I was like, I'm pretty
But you also
sure.
can't get a concussion in your foot. If you ever watch my season, remember? They was going to get a foot concussion. I was like, what are you talking about? No, it's only men can get prostate cancer.
That's what
And
I
there's
thought.
3 different ways they deal with it.
You were just trying to convey the fact that if you something wrong, man or woman can go get checked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they
Right.
either can remove it, they deal with chemotherapy, they have radiation, different ways. But just at a certain age, just get checked by your primary care. And that can be such, I mean, just being awareness and educated on it is all you have to do is understand and catch it early.
Right.
You know, and then it's better than not finding out at all. Then they tell you it's too late.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
I'd
be like, too late for what?
Right. Kevin's got a lot more stories and a lot more life to live. And I will say, in my defense, men get tested for breast cancer. I know because my doctor did it to me.
Yeah, no,
I'm not
it was a
kidding.
good question. What do you mean? That's not, absolutely not. I didn't know what the hell a prostate was. And then I found out I had prostate cancer, so don't feel too bad, Eric.
I don't feel,
You know?
I don't feel bad, and I am not. No,
Right.
I'm not kidding. I think screening is the most important thing. And by the
Exactly.
way, you might not have insurance. You might not be able to afford those things. However, I'm sure there are Google searches, and you can do checks. And I'm sure there are
Right.
clinics and places that will do screenings for you. So it is a very, very, very important for you guys to go get checked. But I think I speak on behalf of everyone, like, of course, everyone in the chat, Kevin, but we are all so glad that you're doing better. I mean,
Thanks. Feel much better.
you came right
Much
out for Meg's charity event, like, right after you finished a round of treatment.
Listen to me, man. That was a rough night because I drove home. My son came with me, remember?
Now, here's the thing, Kevin. This is the story I think that you should tell, because the majority of the people have not heard this. What happened to you outside on the street with the bouncer guy or that guy? Remember what your clothes?
So I get to the place and we parked the car. Me and my son, we drove down because I felt bad because people were canceling out on Meg, and she was really cool to me since I've met her and everything. So I get out and to the guy who's outside, like it's almost like a Seinfeld building, you know, with the doorman. And I was like, excuse me, do you mind if I get dressed inside there? And he was like, what? I said, I have to go up there to do a show because I didn't wear my suit on the ride down. I wore like sweatpants. So my son held up a towel and I was getting changed on the street. I put the trunk up and then he held a towel and I was getting changed right there. And the guy came over and said, you really are getting changed in the middle of the street? So he let me go inside of the men's room of the apartment place to get ready to go up and get dressed.
I just can't believe you didn't say to him, you don't know who I am.
No, he wasn't. He was a big guy. You know what I mean? And I had just got off surgery.
Right.
Which one? I mean, I couldn't even run. Once he knew how to fight, I'm like, you got to be kidding me. But no, he was very nice. He was. He let me go in there, but he was laughing so hard he could not believe that. And then when people would walk by, I would just sit down like that and put the towel, and then I'd get back up and start to get dressed again. And my son was helping me out. And my luck, a police officer would come by.
Yeah. I mean, I think this is the most casual I've ever seen you, Kevin.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right now? Well,
This is
Eric,
the
it's
most
10 o'clock.
casual.
It's 90 degrees.
It's 90 degrees and 9 o'clock, which is why we got to wrap this show up, Kevin. We have to wrap this
All right, pal. Thank you. And listen, I wish you all the luck. Thank you so much, Eric, man. I'm going to be watching. I'm going to come in and vote. I promise you. Eric, try to fix the votes. All right? I want that trip to the Bahamas. I want a trip to the Bahamas.
Oh, for the
Eric.
trash draft. I'm going to explain that.
You forgot already?
Actually, wait, Kevin. Hold on, Kevin. Let me explain it to everybody first. And don't go, everyone. Look, cute dog. Cute dog, everyone. Don't leave. Cute little dog. I'm using my dog as a prop, everyone. Okay, so let me just let you guys know really quickly. There is so much going on. If you want to see any of these shows back after they are live, you can check them all out at yourrealityrecaps.com/bb21. You can also get to everything else that we're doing all season long over there. You only have a few more days left for the trash draft. That is closing on Sunday at 8 p.m. That's June 30th. So make sure that you do that. That's yourrealityrecaps.com/trash draft. One word if you want to enter that. If you guys don't have the feeds, you can get them from us, yourrealityrecaps.com/feeds. It really helps support our shows, as does becoming an updater, yourrealityrecaps.com/updaters. We promote you on our social media. You can win prizes being an updater, just like the trash draft. I mean, one, you're doing work and getting promoted in trash draft is you're just having fun all season playing a game and winning prizes, but you know. Now, if you want to watch us do the shows live, hang out in the chat, ask questions, all of that is going to be on the TV Co app, so make sure you download the TVCO app from the App Store or Google Chrome, or you can click the link to watch us live at yourrealityrecaps.com/tvco to watch on a web browser. I also know a lot of people seem to be confused. We are still live every single night of the week over on YouNow as well, covering other reality TV shows, Amazing Race, Survivor, Bravo, doing hangout shows and stuff. So we have not left YouNow. We are still there. It's just that the Big Brother shows are exclusively live on TV Co, and then everywhere else after the fact. Of course, if you want to help support our shows, consider becoming a patron at yourrealityrecaps.com/patron. Patrons get access to the patron-only Facebook group, prize giveaways, weekly shows just for patrons, and we couldn't do it without your financial support. That or doing a one-time donation at yourrealityrecaps.com/PayPal are so helpful and great ways for you guys to help support us. Some free ways, or if you have any Amazon shopping to do, use our link, yourrealityrecaps.com/Amazon, or if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you guys thumbs up and subscribe, hit that bell, leave a comment below, or iTunes 5-star rating and a nice review, sharing our stuff on social media. Make sure you're following us on all the social media platforms. Those are all great free ways to help support our shows. So make sure you head over to our website, check out yourrealityrecaps.com/bb21. Again, you can get to everything from there. Yes, the flashback times. If you want to know when something happened on the feeds, you can link to our flashback times page there, as well as the spoiler graphic, which is protected. You don't have to worry about being spoiled, but if you want to know who's the HOH, who's nominated, that's there. So much stuff over on our page. And of course, live on TV Co app and on YouNow as well, every single night of the week.
We have the premiere party interviews.
They are on the TV Co app, is where everyone will be able to watch those back next week. Yes, indeed.
There you go.
Kevin, where can people follow you on social media?
They can come to my house right on the driveway, right up here. No, and both of them. I'm really a genius here. They're both BB19 Kevin.
It is perfect. That is where you guys
BB19
can follow.
Kevin. You got to be kidding me.
That is where you
never
guys...
changed it yet. So I'll get calls periodically from some of them. You know, you could change that if you want. I said, what the hell am I going to change it to? No one can spell my last name. No. So what am I going to be? BB Kevin Schlehuber. They'll be like, they couldn't spell that last name if you paid them. Exactly. Not even close.
Exactly, Kevin. That is where you guys can follow Kevin. I have a feeling Kevin's going to be back. I'm feeling Kevin will be back to talk more.
Definitely.
I will be live here, as I said, all season long on TV Co. We'll be doing these weekly recaps on Friday at 8 p.m. We'll be going live here on TV Co. when the feeds go down for POVs, for noms. We'll be talking about all the live feed drama. So we will be here as well all season long.
Eric, one more question before we leave.
What?
Are there, right now, are there any showmances? Because the first two episodes didn't lead me to think. There are?
apparently Catherine and Jackson made
Jackson's won everything so far, huh?
made a lot of noise upstairs, as you say,
Yeah.
before the feeds came on. Jack and
Really?
Catherine. Sorry, not Jackson. Jack, not Jackson. Sorry.
Okay.
Jack and Catherine. Before the feeds came on. But now, there's just so much. It would take us forever to get into it. But then, like,
Real.
But then Jack has been flirting with Christy. Oh, no, I was correct. It was Jackson. All right, don't listen to me. It was Jackson. It was Jackson. I'm sorry. I was right the first time. This is why I never listen to chat. I was like, oh, I guess I was wrong.
And you know what we didn't get to see? I didn't get to see, which I know when she won the HOH, but she didn't go up to are they going to do the letters and the family thing? What did she do that Sunday night? You know, when they go up to the HOH room and they read.
We didn't even get that last season, did we? I feel like we didn't, that didn't even make the show last season.
Listen, what are you kidding me? They used to run upstairs and they would wait, and then they would say, my HOH room's ready.
You guys,
and there'd be letters for them from home, and they would cry before they got through the first sentence.
Yeah, you guys, I feel like, were the last season that got that all season. I feel like, I mean, yes, we had it a few times last season, but I feel like, the whatchamacallit, or wackadoodle, or whack-a-mole, or whatever it is, that competition is taking up time where they would do that, I believe, but we'll see. I feel like last season they did not do it a lot. They only did it. Well,
if they could get the whackaholic out of the way, they could probably get a letter or two in the HOH. But We'll see. You never know.
We will see, Kevin. We will see you around Twitter. We will see you back around here. Bye.
I'm gonna follow you so we know what's going on, because the live feeds. I'm not against the live feeds, but I mean, I don't know what people sleep. You know what I mean? Or I don't care whatever else goes on.
You're watching them game on the live feeds, Kevin, not sleep.
You know what? I'm going to watch a movie now.
Oh, are you? Well, I better let you go, Kevin. Which movie?
Halloween. Is that what you agreed with? She's asleep. I'm going to watch Halloween. What do you mean? It's a 2018 one. Remember when he's standing in the jail and then he goes crazy? There's nothing else on. It's either that or a boxing match. Or the live feeds. I better get the live feeds. I'm getting the live feeds now, Eric. How much are the live feeds, Eric?
They are super cheap if you use our link, yourrealityrecaps.com/feeds. Kevin, I know all about horror movies. I watched Nicole play Big Brother. This is the worst one, Kevin. That was the worst one. I had so many other good ones before that. That's the worst one. Bye, everybody. I will see you guys later. We are in for a hell of a season. You have things to thumbs up, like, share, follow on, and do. So you guys do that, and I'm going to go prepare for the next live feed update show in a day or two. See you guys soon. Bye for now, everybody. Bye.